Hello, everyone, and welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live, sponsored by Trading Academy. If you're a first-time listener, thank you for stopping by. As always, I am your host, Josh Lilquist, and I have my good friend and my good pal. He's back in the saddle. It's been a great week, and Mr. Al Connickson, how are you doing today?
Yeah, well, I'm doing pretty well, Josh. How about you?
I'm doing good. We got a big show here today. We have a lot going on.
Right.
Obviously, a blockbuster week this week. Got a comedy show on Tuesday. And it brought a little bit of volatility in the market, especially for Wednesday. We've seen the market actually do what we talked about a couple weeks ago with that supply zone, or actually I think it was Thursday, about that supply zone that is dropping straight from. And we're going to talk about supply zones and demand zones and how to make smart, educated decisions in the financial markets. But that's what it's all about with the stock market, is making smart decisions based off of what the actual price action is telling you to do. Our sponsor, Trading Academy, over 27 years teaching people just like you how to invest, how to trade, whether you're brand new to the markets, don't know a stock from a rock, or you're a seasoned investor and you're looking for more consistency. They have strategies and techniques designed for you. Al, as I mentioned, coming off a supply zone, which means the market, especially Wednesday, had dropped after a retracement Monday and Tuesday. We know what happened the rest of the week. What's your insight with the volatility that is most likely going to pick up over the next couple months and the opportunities us as traders or investors have?
Well, one of the things that we teach our students, Josh, and really emphasize is the value of volatility. For a lot of people that are just doing the typical buy and hold strategy, volatility is what keeps you up at night. Volatility is what gets us excited because that's where the opportunities are. And we always talk about...
I thought donuts made you excited, and that was it.
Well, donuts and volatility.
Okay, there we go.
That's my combo for excitement. But what we want to do, Josh, is get more people involved in the markets and do that with consistency and comfort and confidence. So let's talk first of all about why so many people are not in the market. Number one is that fear of losing money. And that is a legitimate fear. You should be afraid of losing money if you don't know how to control what you're doing. That may be the outcome. Number two, people think they can't afford to do this. Well, there are a lot of investments that are not that expensive. They may be different than the things that you are looking at right now as a trader investor. And also you can even trade fractional shares with several companies. But here's the primary reason. People don't know how to do this. When we do these classes, I always ask people that aren't in the market what has kept them from doing that. And most people say, yeah, I'm afraid. I don't know how to do this. I don't have the education. And that's really what we do. Unfortunately, a lot of people try to do this on their own. They maybe look at something on YouTube or maybe go to the library and pick up some books or maybe some CDs. And to be successful as a stock trader or a financial trader or investor, you need to develop a strategy or a system that generates consistent profitable trades during the current market conditions, whatever that market condition might be. For people to do that, if you go out and try to do that on your own, it can take years or decades for you to do that if you're even successful at it. There is a strategy that's already been developed, and we happen to have developed it, by the way, that shows you how to do this in a way that we simplify things and put the odds in your favor of not only being correct in the direction of the investment that you're looking at, but also do it with the least amount of risk and the highest amount of profit potential. So that learning curve, if you try to do this on their own, is very steep. And what you need to do is you need to use a strategy that looks at and finds a pattern in the markets on a price chart, a pattern that repeats reliably and often enough for you to be able to have the opportunity to develop some profits or reap some profits in the market. And one of the hardest things, Josh, for people to do successfully is control their emotions. And if you don't do that, if you don't use a strategy that helps you do that, that's an issue. And what we find is that 95% of the reason that people fail as traders and investors is they don't know how to control their emotions when it comes to trading their own money, their real money. A lot of people might have a demo account and do some paper trading or basically pretend trading, and as soon as they go to using their own money, things change. That's where the emotions kick in. So controlling those emotions is a huge part of the possibility of you being successful. And the way you do that, you have to take the thinking as much as possible out of it. You take your brain and your gut out of the trading decision process. How do you do that? You have a strategy that you use that is basically a step-by-step strategy based on a set of rules that were developed and put together in a way that gets you to the point where you are very accurate in identifying the right price. Because the most important thing to be successful as a trader or investor is choosing the right entry price. That entry price is going to determine the quality of your risk management and also the amount of profit you can get. Those are the three components. The entry price, which is the most important, your exit if you're wrong with a small loss, your exit if you're right with a big profit. And you have to accept the fact that you won't be right 100% of the time. Once you accept that and you use a strategy or a process that always limits the amount that you can lose. So and every professional trader will tell you this, Josh, and this is our goal for our students, is to be able to make more money when you're right than you lose when you're wrong. If you keep that ratio intact, you'll be fine.
Yeah, and really what it comes down to is keeping things simple, like you said. And one of the things that we teach here at the Academy is a step-by-step approach to the financial markets. First off, how do they work? Who's moving the markets? Once you understand who is moving the markets, then how do you invest and how do you trade like them? We don't have to beat the banks and institutions, that's who I'm referring to,
right.
And we can't. It takes billions of dollars to move the markets, but we can trade like them, and you don't have to be one either. And the great thing is, as you talk about, seems like at least every month, that quote from Peter Lynch about how us as retail investors have a built-in advantage over those banks and institutions. But you have to have some steps and rules. All that comes into having a actual strategy, an investment strategy, which is a learned skill. It's a skill that you can learn, but you have to learn it in a process. And that's what we do here at the Academy. We have investing classes that we do here locally to guide you into this process, what it is, how it works, how the markets actually work, and then how do you develop a step-by-step method to get into your positions, but also to get out of your positions. And you talked about those 3 C's earlier, is having the confidence, having more choices, and being consistent with that. So I want to invite you to an investing class right here at the Academy. We have, matter of fact, these classes all across the metro area. If you can come into one of these classes, they're during the day or the evenings, weekdays and weekends. Simply to come in, if you're driving, you might want to pull over. It's a text number. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 right now for 2 seats, one for you and one for a friend. Text investing to the number 210-210. When you do that, you're going to get a text right back with a link to our landing page so you can pick your own date and time. Coming up next, we have some income strategies, wealth strategies. We have a lot more to discuss. This is Josh and Al, Investing and Trading Live. We will be right back.